7 sisters sentry stood, a lonely watch they keep. Eternal they their vigil stand, their tears forever weep. Their song lures men to seek them there, where water falls and booms. In vain such swains seek for fair hands, find naught but death and doom, find naught but death and doom. Those sister kin upon their cliff looked out across the fjord. A bachelor stood all alone, his hope within him soared. Those ladies fair would gaze on him with ardor in their eye. Our silly suitor did declare he was that kind of guy, he was that kind of guy. How could he cross the water wide, those maidens for to woo? His cunning taxed a clever plan, whatever could he do? He thought to take a running start, to hurtle cross the gap. Alas, no man could leap so far. Our hero was a sap, he really was a sap. He fell down to his watery doom, so very far below. Those sirens sighed and shook their heads, a foolish way to go. It takes a full 3,000 feet to pass from bank to bank. How could he think to cross that span? Oh well, I guess he drank. Oh yes, he must have drank. A second man stepped to that spot, the song had drawn him nigh. He'd have to reach the other side, where dwelt those Lorelei. He gathered wood and tools, and such a stout bridge he would build. He'd safely cross the watercourse, he'd not be quickly killed. No, he'd not be quickly killed. He sawed and hammered wooden treads to build his grand design. His path to reach those temptresses was made of oak and pine. Alas, an engineer, he's not. He got his sums all wrong. The depth it was 800 feet. His supports were not so long. Those supports were not so long. One wooer wished to scale that wall with cord as thick as twine. There's naught left but an empty space where once he had a spine. Best not use ropes below your weight, you'll land and make a mess. When dropping down a cliffside sheer, shun gravity's express. Shun gravity's express. There is a lesson to my tale of men more brawn than brain. The moral is a simple one, sung in my next refrain. Please learn from these examples 3 of fools who'd not take note. A soggy shore means but one thing. For God's sake, bring a boat. Why didn't they bring a boat? Now should some suitor so arrive the cliffside to ascend, what weird awaits for such a soul should he reach journey's end? Upon that solitary spot what welcome would await? Might he find fortune fair or foul, oh, what would be his fate? Now what would be his fate? 7 sisters sentry stood, a lonely watch they keep. Eternal they their vigil stand, their tears forever weep. Their song lures men to seek them there, where water falls and booms. In vain such swains seek for fair hands, find naught but death and doom, waits naught but death and doom.